Well, that's the situation in Germany after the country surpassed China as the fourth most nation to be affected by the coronavirus. Let's take a look at what's happening locally in Uganda. A virus that rejects social norms and needs people to stay apart in order to be defeated was always going to hit the people that make money off these social norms, that is, the entertainers. Right now, no artist whose income depends on concerts is making money. Now, the $64,000 question is, how can they survive what may potentially become a 2 to 5 month dry season? My reporter Stephen Mbidde is standing by in Seguku with artist turned politician, that is Mr. Chameleone, aka Mayanja. A very good morning, Mr. Mbidde.
Good morning, Romeo. Yes, this is Seguku here, just off Entebbe Road. Stephen Mbidde here to interact with Dr. Jose Chameleone, who is also known by his original names, Mayanja Joseph. And this is the CEO of Leon Island Empire, but he's also an aspiring mayor of Kampala. I'm going to be interacting with him. How the artists are, or those in the entertainment industry are coping up in these times of COVID-19 that is also bring the countries down to their knees. Already in Uganda, we know that we have 45 cases, and world over 1 million cases are those that have been reported so far. But as the entertainers, how is this situation taking them on? And of course, him as an aspiring MP, I know this time they are supposed to be doing some consultation, but they cannot do that. But first of all, good morning, Doctor.
Good morning, sir.
How are you today?
I'm good, trying to keep distance.
I know.
Social distance.
I know. Doctor, just tell me, have you ever thought that in time like this, when you're just heading towards Easter, have you ever thought about it that you will not be in business in time like this?
Yeah, absolutely. This is a very trying time. What they will work say is computer tourism being a lot of things have been cancelled. Yet so kitweta Seguku. So kwasaganya kintu kino bulungi.
Henry is your campaign manager?
Yeah, he's...
Your strategist?
No. We're the strategists.
I'll also do it for you.
All right, thank you so much. Yeah, well, change of government, economically, buli kimu kiyimiridde. Otujja kugamba nti business yaffe yabayimbi yokayimiridde, but worldwide economic fallback, it is so huge. Njja ku example nti bwe tukola shows akabi tudda ku music waffe, tukola shows affe, tuziteka nsolos abantu ne bajja ne balaba shows. But at the end of the day, tuyinamu abantu abalala badependinga ku music business yaffe. Tuyina abantu abajja ne bavendinga t-shirts, tuyina abantu abajja ne batunda omuchomo, tuyina abajja batunda namungodi zaabwe, abo nabo bali affected. So basically budde buli so trying n'ensuubira tujja kumalako natugondera amateeka.
But as you, as Mayanja Joseph,
yes.
Dr. Jose Chameleone, how is this affecting you
have a seat with me here.
In your business? Because I know you must be doing a lot. You had planned a lot this year,
yes.
And now it's Easter season. I know you had also planned Legend to be Wangamuje, 29th May.
Yes, I understand.
That was supposed to be taking place at Ugogo Cricket Oval.
Yeah, it was supposed to be taking place 29th of May. That has been affected as well. I'll be honest to tell you, I'm very glad to be affected because they're trying to find the measures. It's a coronavirus, which is a universal pandemic. Kati your business is really affected. Naye ati wetuda ko nanti andi na business bili. In a business here musician, na in a politician. I think you're very well aware until the chief mobilizer wa Democratic Party.
I know, national mobilizer.
Yeah, national mobilizer wa Democratic Party. Ibi nabyo byazemu okutataganyizibwa mu lwansonga nti tuba tutandika consultations affe, consulting neba mayors ba divisions zonna zonna okugeza relating n'abantu abalala naye.
Let's begin with the one of you as an artist.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, what do you want to know about the artist?
I know, first of all, as I've told you, that you had already scheduled to have that concert, that show at Ugogo Cricket Oval 29th May, which I know is now in a balance. Yeah. And of course, this is Easter season. You are not able to hold concerts?
Yes. Kakati will have a problem. Should I speak in English?
English, of course.
Okay. What I would want to tell to you is that it's a very big setback. Very huge setback. And you must remember that I'm also an international artist. I've been having shows. For example, I had a show in Kenya on a Good Friday. It was supposed to be in Migori. That has also been put at standstill because this is not a pandemic that is only bothering Uganda. It's bothering the whole world. So unfortunately, I know that the promoters are also suffering a lot about that. But not only the promoters, we suffer from promoter, to the artists, to the vendors who come to our shows and do their business. When I say vendors, like I told you before, when we started, I talk about bakola chapati, abatunda, amasati, about depending on business. It is a very huge setback, but nevertheless, lockdown etutese mu position but luli nakera nga nenkera kumacha sawa 5. For example, I woke up at 11 a.m. After 11 a.m. I do my house responsibilities, and then the evening we go for the shows. After the shows, we come back at about maybe 4 a.m. Now these days we are locked down. I used to have about 5 sleeping hours. Now I have about 7. So, but even the 7 hours, it affects me, but musically the music still remains going on.
Yes, I know you have Bolingo.
Yes,
Baliwa,
that's what I was going to tell you, that musically we are producing more music in this time, because with the boredom at home you have to concentrate back to music. Then when it comes to other side factors, for me I think that this is a very good opportunity for me to also sit down and observe myself first and foremost. Just the good news that I'll let you know is I am studying online. I'm doing my degree in international diplomacy. Yeah, for those people that didn't know, I will tell you that next time. But for now, what you should know is I'm doing my studies online for international diplomacy, and I'm also observing the city, Kampala city, because I'm taking notes of the city. Why? Because it is a huge challenge to be Lord Mayor of the city. So it is time that I'm taking back to benefit, to observe the city and look at what amendments the city needs. Yeah.
Your fellow artists like Eddie Kenzon is now locked up in the Côte d'Ivoire, that is Ivory Coast, and some others now locally here. They're trying to do some musical projects, coming up, drumming up for the fight against coronavirus.
Yes.
Doing some songs, doing some acts around. I know you are doing some studies here, but away from that, I saw you trying to go on the streets, trying to do some kind of mobilizing the people, giving them sanitizers and helping them to know how to wash their hands. Now that you are under lockdown, how are you ready to push on some of these issues that you are trying to push forward? Yeah,
first and foremost, I want to congratulate my fellow artists who have done the coronavirus awareness songs. People like Bobby Wine, people like Baby Cool, people like Spice Diana. That's a very good uplift of society. So when you saw me doing the sanitization that I was doing and giving people sanitizers, I was trying to reach out to the people, because as per now, what government gives us is guidelines, but they don't give us the details of what is really happening. I'll give you an example. We have 44 cases of coronavirus, right?
No, 45.
45 now, yes. Okay, I was last updated at 44. Last night, yes. The government should give us, even the doctors, should give us the details of how good these people are progressing, how the patients are doing. Are they curing? Are they doing this and that and that and that and that? To many details, because telling people about coronavirus without giving them the details, they're taking it merely as another virus. They should update us with everything. Okay, for me as a person, I still have my social media. If you've been paying attention to my social media, I've been trying to do updates of coronavirus. Recently, if you can look at my Instagram, my Facebook, my Twitter, I am about the topic of coronavirus, because that is what we are all battling right now. Yeah.
Okay, just let the person who is watching you now, the person who is residing in Kampala, has been always used to waking up in the day, is not able to now to go to get something. Maybe for you, you're in a better position, you can still afford a piece of bread.
I'm still with them.
But for them, they're not many of them are not able. That's why you see many were just waiting for the government to distribute some food.
Yes.
But for them, they have to fend for themselves. What should that person be doing now?
Okay, what I understand is I last had the president talking about giving out basic supplies, which was 6 kilograms of posho and 3 kilograms of beans.
Program which was halted by Parliament yesterday.
Yes. I really feel so sad, because the people most affected are not the B class people, the C class people. The people most affected are Muntu wa Wansi. Muntu wa Wansi, I can imagine what they're going through. You understand? But the problem is government, what the options it is set to choose from. It what day you must stay home. You must starve, and you must cure the virus. There's options in Tono.
What do you mean by curing this virus and starving? All of those three.
Now it was that the government close about bigger relief to the people. Bigger relief. If you keep people home and they're not earning, they are spending and starving, then you bring in more poverty. I know the whole world is suffering the same thing, but other countries are working differently. I would think, okay, back to the point of the 6 kilograms of posho and 3 kilograms of beans. I think the government, it is a challenge. If I would be, honestly, if I would be in the magnitude of the Lord Mayor, for example, more officers so advising government here, I would think the government should introduce coupons of value. Kwa kujja kwa omuntu ebinyeebwa, so jja kwa omuntu ebijanjalo n'akawunga. Ngati ayagala nakati. So omuntu obusode mu preference. So what I would think is government should look at the value of the two commodities they're giving. Is this the monetary value? President yenyini yatugambye nti you can use mobile money to transact. Kati abantu mu Uganda balina ndagamuntu, everybody is registered. Kati abantu baba reaching out, baba registering abantu, the same process you're using of registering abantu. They should use that same process to register people and then coupon them in monetary value so people can buy soap for themselves. For example, if you give my mother, for example, beans, I just bought her beans the other day. Yet she deserves the 6 kilograms of beans. So the money for the beans should rather use it for soap or something else that she's in need for. So it is quite a huge challenge, though. Of course, this is a pandemic, a good deal, and everybody's just trying to, we're stranded. Realistically, we're stranded. The only thing we have is solutions and trying to avoid it.
Talking about the solutions now, there are issues. Some people wanted to go out, like for example, those politicians, some in Kampala, others up country, wanted to go out trying to distribute some food, which government say they are just opportunists, just trying to get cheap popularity. You also were on the street trying to get sanitizers.
Yes.
Now people are not able, those politicians and others are not able to go out, but still there are some essentials that you need to be able to fight coronavirus. For example, sanitizers you're talking about.
Yeah, I know, but
what would you suggest that government should be doing right now to ensure that people are able at least access some of these essentials?
Okay, realistically, we are all combatants in this battle. We are all responsible to fight the pandemic. I will say what the president said is absolute right. For example, personally like me, when I went to give sanitizers, I expected a little crowd, and it became a bigger crowd. What the president said that contaminates people. If one person is amongst us and they have coronavirus, it will contaminate the rest. That is realistic. And I just think, to be frank with you, we should abide by the rules. Realistically, we should abide by the rules. Just like I've always been, I don't believe in giving people favor and then bringing cameras to prove my favor. You know what I mean? I don't condemn the politicians who've been doing that. They've been doing a very great job. A very great job. But then if we must abide by the rules and protect our people, then we must follow the lineage that they've given to us.
Let's talk about your political ambitions.
Yes.
It's just barely a year to the expected general elections. We don't know when this situation will come to an end. But I just want to understand from the other side of being an artist, now you as an aspiring mayor of Kampala, how is this situation affecting your political programs?
Yeah, it's affecting my political programs in a very huge way. Especially it is in the advantage of the incumbents. I'll give an example. President Museveni is on TV every day. So even today he's going to be on TV. That overshadows the other aspiring presidential candidates. Actually, to be realistic, if the Lord Mayor of Kampala was strong enough, now he would be on TV every day, and it has affected because now the incumbents are overshadowing the new people, the aspirants who are coming in. So for me as a person, it has affected me in a way that mobility, I cannot reach the people. They have also cut off their hands, we cannot even reach out to help the people. But still, my people who are watching me right now, we still have the social media, we can still communicate, we can still talk to each other, we can still advise each other. What to do? We have to abide by the rules. Yeah.
Yes, Doctor, let me ask you now as Dr. Jose Chameleone.
Yes.
Some people a few weeks ago, were surprised when they saw you getting the results from Senior 6.
Yes.
I just want to understand, how did you become doctor? Are you doctor in music? How did you become
Excuse me.
doctor?
The title doctor began Professor Nsibambi, the late Professor Nsibambi. We had a function in Munyonyo Commonwealth Resort. It was a function for the Rotarians. So I was attending there to perform. When I performed, the crowd was so crazy. So after my performance, he called me on the side and told me, "You man, I've never met you. your music is so heavy, your education in the music is so good. I like your message. I told him, thank you. So he told me, you need to come to Makerere and we need to give you a doctorate in social community science. Then I said, well, do I really deserve that? I was joking. He told me, yes, you really deserve it from the messages that you pass through. Teaching does not only go through teachers, it goes through even the music that you sing. So it was after him that he inaugurated the doctor in me. So I took it on with pride and honor. Yeah.
Okay, and now as you, as a politician, or aspiring politician,
Yes.
you were talking about suggestions of solutions. Many of Kampala people go to Namuwongo, go to Kasokoso, Katanga. The challenge is water.
Yes.
Now you're talking about fighting coronavirus, COVID-19.
Yes.
But water is a key issue. But these people are not able to access clean water. And yet, some were even suggesting NSSF should be at least find any legal means of giving some people money. But still, you also have the issue of taxes. These people have to be taxed. You, as an aspiring politician, how would you address this issue?
Yeah, first and foremost, I want to educate whoever is watching us that Uganda has the biggest natural water reserve in the whole world, Lake Victoria. So I don't believe that people can run out of water. We have the biggest lake in the whole world, fresh water. So we must be the first people to enjoy that privilege. So I really would want to address this to the government. The government must pay attention to those details. Not everybody is sitting back and they don't know what is going on. What happens is some of us, our generation, we know that we have a huge natural reserve that we must really take advantage of. For example, the natural reserve in Lake Victoria, it is just 4 miles out of Kampala, Gaba Road. So it is the government's duty to avail water to its citizens. Just like it's the government's duty to avail power. For example, we're not earning anything. We're just spending. We're in an economic crisis. We're in an economic crisis, we're in a social crisis, we're in a psychological crisis. So at this point, I think government needs to pay attention to those details. So they should make water easy to access for the people. They should make electricity easy to access to the people. Even it's really basic. Really basic. When they came in, those are one of the things that they primarily thought about, to light up the city, to light up the people. Obuwana n'obungi ate tusasulira n'amazzi obuwana n'obungi ng'ate amazzi gaffe n'amasanyalaze gaffe, then where's the deal? Kiba tekiri fair.
Dr. Jose Chameleone, you've been in this industry for now over 20 years. You began at the age of 19.
Yes.
I just want to understand from you, as an experienced artist, many have come, many have been successful here and there, many have failed, many have been one-hit wonders. You, as one of the top artists in the East African region.
Yes.
Uganda's case, where is the problem? Many are talking about maybe the copyright law, but in your perspective, where is the problem?
I think it is the people's perception. The people's perception. The support of people, of course people support the music, but the perception is wrong. I'll give you an example. When you go to Tanzania, you won't find 10 TV programs scrutinizing about artists. I'll give you an example of Nigeria. If, let's say Sony, Eliazamanya, Wizkid, Ebediazanyiza industry yonna, they move as a whole. The perception of the people has been sabotaged. Tulina programs ezibeera ku TV zemukola, tulina programs ezibeera ku radio, tulina programs tulina amawulire agawandiikibwa nga gonna gali mu kunairinga ki business yaffe. Kitwale nga singa twali bakozi ba hotels, if we're builders of hotels, tuba hotel owners, nga olwo programs ezigamba yo hotel erimu ebiku, eri hotel tebaala bulungi, ero tebafumba bulungi. These are businesses also to put out. So I really think that is a media problem. The media has a real big job to encourage its artists. Never push it to the next level. For example, Chameleone and some other artists, to outlook at the top of this industry. To outlook at the top of this industry for our own effort. So effort is going to be able to media to exporting it to the next level.
In these 20 years, where do you think that, yes, you've gone up or we've gone down, and maybe you think that I wish I didn't join this industry? Do you have any regrets, and you think at one point you feel like now this is an anthill?
No, I've never regretted my job. Realistically, one, I would be very wrong to regret it because I've benefited out of it. The industry started getting out of hand in 2000, maybe 5, 6, 7, 8, when the greedy people came into it, when amateurs came into it, when people that want to make money out of it came into it. I don't regret being in this business, But what I would also want to credit is the production has improved a lot. The videos we used to do in 2003 are not the videos that we do now. The magnitude of the artists, those days we used to have about 10 stars of the country. Okay, actually 3 of them, Chameleone, Mbidde, Bobby Wine. Now we have so many of them. That shows that the industry is growing, but it must grow with its people.
Many of the people who are looking at you coming from entertainment industry, going to the politics, they think they are going to miss you, yes. Dr. Jose Chameleone. They're not going to be seeing the road mayor who is now guarded, who has we have to make more appointments before they meet the one Dr. Jose Chameleone they used to hanging around with. That's the change they see in you moving forward.
Yeah, I know my fans really want me to still sing for them. I've done that and I'll sing until I die. I'll give a very clean example of the former governor of California. That was Arnold Schwarzenegger. When he became governor, that didn't stop him from making the movies. But for me, I think this is a calling and this is a responsibility. The same message that I pass through my music, the same message and creativity is the same way we want to find the administration defined in the same way. Why should I sit home yet have the capability that can deliver my city to the next level? Listen to me. This face alone can bring a lot of magic in this city. This face alone can bring a lot of magic in this city. I was talking to Morgan Heritage, Gramps Morgan, the other day. He was asking me how he could deliver sanitizers at a very affordable price to Uganda. He was asking me how to deliver face masks to Uganda at an affordable price. I want to inform you that I am friends to so many people all over the world. And those people are willing to help our society. But we need that office so we can be able to see the office and then govern and then deliver to the society. So the artist will still be there. But why should you lose a strong man like me? Why should you lose my intellect onto this?
Kampala race is a very tight one.
Yes.
Looking at the other side, you have Latif Sebagala,
yes.
who is also trying to jostle it with you in the
yes.
People Power formation.
Yes.
You also have the other side, Daniel Cheyune,
yes.
who is Ragadi.
Yes.
You have the incumbent Elias Lukwaga. Many are still coming up like you came
yes.
up. What's your strategy? Because Kampala is a hotbed.
Yeah, what I want to remind to you is that people are tired of illusions. People are tired of the poverty. People are tired of complaints. People want solutions. I am here to represent the generation, the biggest generation of us, which are the youth. I want to fight the poverty. I want to create job opportunities for these people. I want to understand like society understands. If I'll be straight to the nail, I'll tell you that Latif has been given a chance. He has been in parliament for about 25 years. I actually voted Latif when I was still a young boy. I voted for Elias Lukwaga. Those people are just being selfish. If we gave them the chance and they told us we're the future leaders, then let them leave and let's lead. You understand? Those people are telling us that Museveni has overstayed in power, but what they are also overstaying in power, their ideologies are done. Let's roll with the generation that looks like us.
Some people think that you moved your family from Uganda
yes.
To the US.
Yes.
First of all, are you in... US is one of the countries that are more hit by
yes.
this coronavirus 19. How is your family?
My family is really good. I check on them every other evening. They're very well. Yeah.
Some people are still doubtful why they're not understanding why you had to move the family to the US.
Let's get a bit humorous. If I had moved them to Juba, would anybody complain?
I don't know.
If I would take them to Kenya, would anybody complain? Everybody in this world is striving to have the best opportunity for their children. If God bless me with the ability to take them there, then why not? They are not me, they are them. I am trying to build a greater future for them. Of course, in Uganda, we can still have the same. But how about if we try elsewhere? And also what you must remember, my kids are kids of Jose Chameleone, the musician. My kids were getting overwhelmed in school. Abba was getting intimidated because the father is a star. I want to grow my kids out and away from my stardom. So that Uganda wouldn't provide that. Abba had an issue at school where they were saying, "Oh, no, Mwana wa Chameleone," and blah, 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 blah. So my kids were being overwhelmed with my stardom. That's the reason I took them to a place where nobody knows. Actually, where they are, nobody knows that I am a star. I want to raise my children in real children values.
Many of the upcoming artists will not be Jose Chameleone,
yes.
will not be Mbidde or Bobby Wine, but they want to reach that stardom, at least try to get something out of their hustle.
Yeah.
Just look into the camera, speak to them what you've gone through the lessons. What
yes.
should they be doing now?
Yeah, the basic that you have to go about is, first is originality, 2 is originality, 3 is originality. If you want to come out and be different, that's only you'll make it. Otherwise, if you want to come out and sound like Chameleone, sound like John Black, sound like Lil Puzzle, sound like all of them, the world is looking for difference. So if you're an upcoming artist and you want to stand out and be different, come out. And you want to be successful, come out different. If you come like like any other already existing thing, then you're not news. When I came, personally, when I came, people were singing Luganda, 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 Luganda. I came in with a new language, Swahili, in the Ugandan beat, and that's how I broke through. And everybody actually, when I don't sing Swahili, they're like, nah, anybody to Swahili, come here, take us back to Swahili. They demand for it because it sounds different. So any upcoming artist that is out there that wants to make it to the top, please keep your originality and keep trying, be humble, be patient, and don't go by trend, go by what you think. Yeah.
You've been the Busoga tourism ambassador. Just want to know how you've been able to do this business of music, do this and do that. How have you been able to at least be engaged in different activities across the region, across the entire country?
Yeah, it is challenging. It's a very big task, but that's my responsibility. After you become relevant to society, you become of more value. For example, you talked about the Busoga ambassadorship. I was appointed by the Honorable Right Speaker of Parliament, Kadaga, and many other more things. I've done so many things, but why? Because people believe and people understand me. When I talk, people understand me. So people are looking for people who cross their message directly to the people. Yeah, it is a huge challenge, but I take every opportunity that comes through.
Okay. Yeah. Moving forward, first of all, as an actor, an artist, just tell me what are your plans, and those who are watching you, the artists in the same industry, what should they be doing now, preparing for their life after this coronavirus situation that we are in?
Yeah, you know, we don't actually yet know how far this is going to go. So my fellow Ugandans, and especially the artists, we must be very prepared for even, it could even last longer. As much as we could find the virus cure very fast, but it could also go longer than we expect. And I think we must be prepared. We must be prepared. Fortunately, us as artists, it is actually, we are the business that will be considered last, I presume, because for our business, we have a lot of gatherings. Even when the coronavirus is done, our business will be considered last, because don't expect to coronavirus, and then tomorrow we have a show. It's not going to be like that. We have to be really prepared, my fellow artists. But it's also very wise that we go back to studio, like Bobby Wine has done, like I have done. Let's be
cool.
Yeah, let's be baby cool as well. Let's be productive in this time. Let's be very productive.
You've done Bolingoya
Zambia.
Yeah. Many we are looking for you to do a verse, maybe talking about Corona. Others, just like others you're talking about, have done. And for you, opted for going on the knees to pray.
Yeah, you know, I'm a man of faith. People think that because we jump on the stage and blah, blah, we don't have faith. I'm a very faithful Catholic by religion. I believe in one thing. I believe in two things, actually. The first cure to coronavirus is God. And the second cure to coronavirus is God. Well, my fellow artists have already done their versions of coronavirus. They're speaking the same thing. Wash your hands, keep social distance, and don't hug, don't touch, don't... They have already passed the message. So for me, I felt like it was shooting a snake with a magazine of bullets. They have already passed the message through the people. Okay, if they have done that side, let me also remind the people that we should also pray to God, because he also, fortunately, might have a cure for us. So they have done the coronavirus. That's what I was talking about. You have to be different. They have already done the job. They have passed the message. Waiki Benda, King Saha, Baby Cool, Bobby Wine, Spice Diana, Fresh Daddy, Fresh Kid, they've all done that. A-Pass, they've done it. So we are not going to be all faced in one direction. If we're fighting this virus, this pandemic, we must fight it in all ways. They have fought it in educating people and telling them awareness. Then let me also tell the people that we also need God in such a time.
Okay. Yeah. Your last message to those who are watching us online and on NTV, just in their comfort of their sets, of their homes, because at this particular moment, many are just watching us from home. They are not able to go to work. Yeah, my last message to everybody watching us right now is let's abide by the rules as set by the government, and let's also abide by the statements that the World Health Organization tells us.
people stay home and you wait for the president to come and address you. Yes, that is very good. The president will give you guidelines of how to fight this pandemic. But realistically, as you're home, as you go on your social media, please do your own research as well. Go to the World Health Organization and let's follow how we're going to fight this pandemic together. Yes.
Just let me know, because we are in a lockdown, don't know when it will end. How were you prepared for this? What did you do just to get prepared?
You know, for me, realistically, I've been looking at the World Health Organization since the pandemic befell Earth. So what I've been doing realistically is I wake up in the morning, wash my hands, stay clean. I have a few friends who are staying here with me, who have harbored with me because the life is not so easy where they're at. I give them precautions that he who walks out doesn't come back. Why? Because we want to stay confined in a lockdown. And besides, what I'll tell you is my music is still living on. I am studying, like I told you.
Did you stock enough food? Because
yeah. By the way,
running out of food.
Yeah. You know, I actually, for me, I saw it coming. For me, I do a lot of research. When I had the pandemic was in Wuhan and coronavirus was spreading all over the world, I bought a lot of gas to cook food. I bought 2 tanks of gas.
You know how to cook?
I cook. Who do you think cooks for me when my wife is not here? I cook myself. So I bought gas, I bought charcoal. At the time when I bought charcoal, it was 60 a bag. Today the charcoal is to 200,000. So I did a lot of shopping, although it is some things are really going down, but those are easy, we can punch in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Dr. Jose Chameleone.
Thank you so much,
Joseph
Steven.
Mayanja. He's the CEO of Leon Island Empire, and of course, the aspiring MP for aspiring Lord Mayor for Kampala, capital city. We've been having conversation with him on how he thinks this coronavirus situation that we are having should be handled, and his mayor ambitions, how he's ready to take on the mantle and other people who are contesting for this. Stephen Mbidde on Fefe Suwe Chibuga, Mbidde one Seguku. Now taking you back to studio for Romeo Busiku, and the rest of the quality programming resumes here on Morning at NTV. Keep it here.